Are you ready, Susan? Okay. Susan, are you ready?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were checking one last time. Okay. All right, well, let's come to an easy seat in Sukhasana. Legs crossed in front. In fact, you know what? Let me change my settings so I can see you guys better. Okay. There we go. All right. Okay. So we're just going to start in an easy seat, which is your legs crossed in front, making sure your sit bones are feeling the earth below and sitting up nice and tall. We're just going to go ahead and do some breath work here to calm ourselves and center ourselves to prepare us to move through our practice. So sitting up nice and tall, lifting up through your side body, shoulder blades flat on your back. And you can go ahead and put your palms on your knees. And let's just go ahead and close our eyes. We're going to do some breath work through our nose. The inhale and exhale will both be through the nose. So when we breathe in, it's just going to be a slow, even breath in. And as you're inhaling, count your breath until you comfortably can't take that inhale anymore. We're going to pause. And then we're going to exhale the same way, just a slow, even exhale. And I want you to count your breath on the way out. And they should at least be, if you did like 6 breaths in, try and at least get 6 breaths out, if not even like 7 or 8. And this will calm our body, clear our minds, and prepare us to move. So go ahead and sitting up nice and tall. Let's start with our first inhale, breathing in and counting your breath. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Let's bring our hands to Anjali Mudra in our heart center. And at this time, I invite you to set an intention for your practice today. It could be for yourself or maybe a loved one, someone that you want to send love to. It could be, maybe to honor yourself, taking time for your practice. It could be anything. So go ahead and take a moment and bow your head. And when you're finished, you can bring your gaze back up to neutral, and I'll know that you're ready. Okay, we can release our hand. And let's go ahead and roll forward and get into the middle of our mat. And we're going to start in child's pose. So sitting on our shins and our heels, we're going to slowly walk our hands out in front of us to a gentle stretch, and then place your forehead on your mat. And just take 2 natural breaths here, bringing your breath to your back body. And feeling your back ribs expand. And another gentle breath in. And exhale. Bringing your gaze up to your fingertips. And then coming up on your fingertips, kind of hollowing out your hands. We're going to inhale and then walk your hands over to your right, stretching your left side body. And take a breath here. And then inhale, walking the hands back to center. And then off to the left, stretching your right side body. And back to center. And one more time to the right. Feeling that nice, gentle stretch. And then back to center. And one more time to the left. And back to center. And let's inhale, coming up on our knees into tabletop. And just check your hands, make sure they're underneath your shoulders. And can you come up on your knees, Doreen? There we go. And checking your knees that they're hip width apart. And your feet should be behind your calves. If you peek through, you shouldn't see your calves or your feet. They should be behind your thighs. And your hands should be under your shoulders, fingers facing forward. Now we're just going to do some gentle circles, moving through our hips and our hands, warming up our wrists, warming up our hips, our shoulders, just getting our body moving. And when you're back at the top, reverse your direction and go the other way. And then meet me back in neutral, tabletop. We're going to move through a couple cat-cows. So we're going to take an inhale, lifting our chest up, our shoulders wide, and our sit bones up. And take a big breath here. And then exhale, we're going to be lifting our hips, our shoulders, rounding the back, feeling the ribs expand, navel to spine, pushing through your hands. Inhale, lifting the head and chest back up and the sit bones back up to cow. And exhale one more time, cat, bringing navel to spine, pushing through your hands and shoulders, rounding your back. Inhale, cow. And one more exhale into cat. Engaging those abdominal muscles. And returning back to neutral position. On the inhale, we're going to reach our right hand out and our left foot back. And we're going to do some crunches. So we're going to bring our knee and elbow into the center, crunch. Exhale out or inhale out. Exhale in. Out. Exhale in the crunch. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale out. And one more crunch in. Exhale out. And then place the hand and knee back down. And if you'd like, just come back and sit on your butt real quick. And then come back up. Tabletop. We're going to do this on the other side. So it was 5 times. Let's inhale, bringing our hand, our left hand and right heel out. You really want to extend through the heel in your hands. And then exhale, crunch in. 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Really bringing navel to spine. Exhale, crunching, engaging those abdominal muscles. And then exhale, hands back down to neutral. Oops. I just got a notification for some software. All right. And now I'm going to turn this way so you can see me. This is a little bit different than you've probably done before. We're going to inhale the right arm and left leg out again, pushing through the heel. And this time, we're going to bring our heel and our hand up to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And keeping navel to spine, supporting your back. And then bring knee and hand down to the floor. And let's switch sides. Right leg goes out and back, strong quads, engaged to the bone. Left arm out, and then again, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and then bring your hands and knee back to the mat, and just gently sit back, give your wrists a break, come onto your bum. And then back up to tabletop. One more time, we're going to bring the right arm out and the left leg out. And then this time you're going to reach your right hand behind you, bending your left leg, catching your right foot, and then pushing your foot into your hand and lifting your chest up for a gentle half bow. And exhale, Right arm out, left heel out, and bring left hand and right hand, left heel down. And now extend the left hand, right leg, and then bringing that left hand behind you, reaching for your right foot, lifting the chest up and pushing your right hand into, your right foot into your left hand for a nice gentle half bow on the left side. And then release, hand, knee down. We'll do it one more time on the other side. Right arm out, left foot back, and then reaching your right hand back, grabbing your left foot and pushing into that foot and lifting the chest, trying to keep your shoulders square and level. And release, come down, and then left hand and right foot, and reach back and grab that right foot, pushing into the left hand and lifting the chest, squaring the shoulders, and then release arm and foot, and then come back child's pose, bringing your knees to the wide edges of your mat, and then reaching forward for child's pose, head on the mat. And take 2 breaths here, bringing the breath to your back body, expanding those ribs. One more breath. And inhale. Come back to our tabletop. And we're going to bring our right knee up to our right wrist, and then extend your left leg behind you straight with your toes tucked. So your hands should still be underneath your shoulders. Keeping your elbows in, we're going to exhale, bringing our chest down. And then pushing up. And then bring your right foot back and bring your left knee up to your left wrist. Keeping elbows in and gently lowering your chest down. And pushing up. And then bringing left foot back and bringing your right knee back to your right wrist. And placing the top of your foot onto the mat. And then reaching back and grabbing that foot and pulling it towards your butt as comfortable as far as you can go. Nice little quad stretch. And then release to the mat, tuck your toes, and switch. Left knee to left wrist, putting the top of your right foot onto your mat, and then reaching back with your left hand, grabbing your foot, and just gently bringing it as close to your butt as comfortable possible. And release. And then bring your right knee up to meet your left. Underbolt position. And then sitting back, putting your hands behind you, just gently walk your hands back, stretching the quad muscles, and just go as far as is comfortable for you. If you can get down to your forearms, that's great. If not, if this is your stretch, that's where you are. This is your practice. If you want to come down to your forearms, feel free to do that. And take a breath here. Bring your gaze up to the sky. And on your exhale, use your hands to push yourself back up to thunderbolt position. All right, let's sweep our feet to the side. Come onto our bungs. We're going to come on our back for reclined pigeon pose. I'll turn sideways here. So we're going to come down, cross your right foot over your left knee, and reaching your hands through your legs, either behind your thigh, or if you can grab your shin, go for your shin, pulling your knee to your chest. And take a breath here, really relaxing the muscles in your legs. And then exhale, bring your left foot down. Release your right foot, switch legs, cross your left foot over your right, and then reaching through either the back of your thigh or to your shin, keeping both feet flexed, and then gently pull that right thigh as close to your chest as comfortable. And exhale. Let's switch our feet, cross our right foot over our left thigh again. This time I want you to grab behind your thigh. And on the inhale, straighten the left leg, pushing your heel, your left heel up to the ceiling for a nice strong stretch and keeping both feet flexed. And still try and bring that thigh as close to your chest as possible. And then release. Switch legs. Left foot over right knee. Inhale, grabbing behind the right thigh. And exhale, straightening the right leg, pushing that right heel up to the ceiling. And then again, gently pull that thigh to you for a nice hamstring stretch. And on the exhale, you can bring your feet down. Put the soles of your feet down in front so your knees are bent. And then just do gentle windshield wiper left and right. Okay, and staying on our back, we're going to move to happy baby. Sorry, I wanted to turn so I'm not touching you right head on there. Okay, on the inhale, bring your feet up to the ceiling. And you're going to reach up with your hands, grabbing the outsides of your feet. And the goal is pulling your thighs down to the side body, trying to get your thighs as close to parallel to the ground as possible. And feel free to gently rock left and right here. This is happy baby. And if it's calling to you, feel free to grab your big toes with your middle finger and index finger and straighten your legs into a straddle if that's comfortable for you. Or if you want to just do a pike, or you can just stay happy baby, whatever is calling to you. And on the exhale, bend your feet and bring the soles of your feet back down to the earth. And I apologize, I didn't talk about this at the beginning of class, but do you have a strap by chance or a belt possibly? No? Can you reach your big toe comfortably? Okay. We're going to do reclined Supta Baddha Konasana. So let's go ahead. I'll show you, I'll demonstrate real quickly. We're going to lay on our mat, and we're going to inhale our right foot up, grab our toes, and then we're going to gently bring our foot to our side, leaving our hips and shoulders on the mat. We're going to bring it back up. Then we're going to inhale, do a little crunch here, get some more ab work, and then release, and then do that on the other side. Okay, so go ahead and lay down. And on the inhale, bring that right foot up, grab your big toe, extend that foot up, heel up to the sky, have your left arm by your left side with your left thigh rooted into the earth, and then slowly bring your right leg down to the side, controlled. And then using those abdominal muscles, we're going to inhale, pulling that leg back up to center. And then inhale, lift the chest up, bringing your left hand onto your left thigh. And engaging those abdominal muscles, navel to spine. And then exhale, release your right leg down to the earth, shake them out. And then switch hands, bend your left leg up, grabbing your left big toe. And inhale, straightening that left leg, pushing heel to the ceiling, and really energetically pushing through your right heel, grounding that right leg, keeping that right hip bone down. We're going to gently lower the left leg down to the left. Take a breath here. And then again, engaging those abdominals, bringing navel to spine. We're going to inhale, bringing that leg back up to center. And then right hand to right thigh, inhale, chest up, a little crunch here. Making sure that you're engaging even your lower abdomen. And then exhale, release your foot, shake it out. And we'll do one more time on the other side. Lifting the right leg, grabbing the right toes. Inhale, that right leg up, keeping a micro bend in your knee. Left leg firmly on the ground. And then exhale, slowly lower the right leg down to the side. If possible, you want to keep your toes up by your shoulders. And inhale back up. Left hand on left thigh. Inhale, chest up. Nice little crunch, stomach crunch here. Engage, engage, engage those core muscles. And then exhale, release your hand and your leg. And one more time, lifting your left leg up, connecting with that big toe. Exhale, left leg goes up to the ceiling. And slowly lower down to the left. Inhale, back up. Using the stomach muscles, bring it back up to center. And then left hand on left thigh. Inhale up, crunch. And exhale, coming down. And you can gently roll out your back. And then come up to Tadasana. All the way up to the top of your mat. All right, let's check our feet. Make sure they're hip width apart, toes facing forward parallel. Really feeling all four corners of your feet rooted into the earth. And our hips should be over our ankles. Lifting through the side body, shoulders up nice and tall, shoulder blades flat on the back. Arms by your side, hands facing forward. A nice big inhale, gazing up. And hinging at the hips, keeping your back straight, forward fold, hands to the shins or the floor. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. And now let's step this left foot back for lunge, framing our right foot. And on the inhale, we're going to straighten the right leg for a little hamstring stretch and hip flexor stretch. And we're going to exhale back to our lunge. Inhale, straight leg and the right leg. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, straight. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Just gently warming up our legs. And then back in lunge. Place your left hand down. And we're going to lift up the right arm for revolve. Lunge. And exhale, bringing that hand back down. And bring your foot back to plank position. Keeping our elbows close to our sides, we're going to move through chaturanga, down to our bellies, and placing our hands into the mat, isometrically pulling them back to your feet while you're lifting your chest up and forward for Cobra, Bhujangasana. And exhale, tuck your toes, moving through plank and down dog. Go ahead and walk your dog here. Make sure you're, go ahead. Pushing through your hands, gripping the mat through your shoulders, shoulder blades flat on your back, sit bones up, and then feel free to walk your dog. And on your next exhale, step your left foot inside your left hand for lunge on the left side. And on the inhale, we're going to go ahead and straighten the left leg. And then exhale, come down. And we're going to move through this a few more times, stretching now our left hamstring and our right hip flexor. You can go at your own pace, making sure that you're inhaling and exhaling with each movement. And you can meet me back in lunge, placing your right hand on the mat and lifting your left arm up overhead for revolve lunge on the left side. And exhale, bring your hand back down, frame your foot. Actually, tuck your foot out from underneath your hand. Sorry about that, back to plank. And again, we'll move through chaturanga, down to our bellies, and lifting up for cobra pose. Shoulder blades flat on the back, chest open, clavicles open. And exhale, tuck the toes, pushing through, plank back into down dog. Pushing through those hands, shoulders, elongating the side body, lifting the sit bones up, feeling that nice stretch through your hamstrings and your calves. And on your exhale, walk or step your feet in between your hands, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Really feeling all four corners of the feet through the mat, Engaging navel to spine, a nice strong inhale, bringing chest and arms up overhead, and bring your gaze up at your hands. And exhale, hands, heart center. Alrighty, step out here. We're going to move through a little series, and I'll show you how this is going to look. Well, actually, we'll do this the beginning part first. We're going to slowly put our weight on our right foot, up our tippy toes on our left, and then keeping our chest lifted, we're going to bring our knee to our chest and clasping our knee and pulling our knee in tight. And then releasing, bring the foot back down. And we're going to gently shift the weight to our left foot, coming up on our tippy toes on our right, and then bringing the knee up to our chest, nice and tall. And exhale, bring your foot back down. And we'll do this one more time, shifting to the right. And inhale, knee to chest. Exhale down. And shift the weight to the left foot, up on your toes. Inhale, knee to chest. One more time here. Nice and strong. And exhale down. This time we're going to open up our hands into cactus, our arms, feeling our shoulder blades flat on our back. Shift our weight to our right foot again. We're going to inhale. If you want to watch, I'll demonstrate this. Inhale our knee up, and then we're going to bring it behind us, grabbing right hand to left wrist for a nice side stretch. And then we're going to release, bring our knee over and coming down to chair pose, figure four, and then exhale up. All right, so let's do that together. Cactus arms, gently shifting the weight onto your left foot. Inhale, knee up, and exhale, bringing it behind you, grabbing your left wrist with your right hand, and a nice stretch, possibly bring your gaze up to your hands. Slowly release your arms, bring them to heart center, bringing your knee up, crossing, and coming down to prayer position here. And exhale, arms overhead and foot down. Exhale, hands by your side. And let's do that on the other side. Standing nice and tall, arms in cactus. Shifting the weight to our left foot and bringing our knee up and exhaling it behind us. Grabbing right wrist for a nice stretch. And slowly releasing, bringing hands to heart center. Right knee up. Cross for figure four. And then come down. Hold it here. And exhale, release the foot, arms overhead. Exhale, hands by our side. All right. We're going to move through a sun sail A. So at the top of our mats, we'll just check our feet one more time. They're hip width apart, really pulling up through our side body, up through our crown, nice and tall, making sure our shoulders are up and back, shoulder blades flat on our back. And inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale, nice swan dive down, hands to shins or the floor. Inhale, halfway up, lifting those sit bones and pushing through the crown of our head. Exhale, plant the hands and step left foot, right foot back for plank. Keeping elbows by our side, we can move through coming down to cobra, or feel free to go up to up dog. And exhale, tucking the toes, pushing into down dog. Making sure that you're spreading your fingers wide, cupping your mat, pushing through your hands and shoulders. Making sure your shoulder blades are flat so your back is not rounded. And inhale, and step your feet in between your hands. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. And really pushing through the soles of your feet, nice strong legs. Inhale, lifting your chest and arms up overhead, gaze up to your hands. Exhale, hands heart center. All right, let's do that one more time. Arms by our sides. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, hinging at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, this time right foot back, then left foot. And then move through either cobra or up dog. Exhale, tucking the toes, pushing to down dog. Really feeling the stretch through your side body. This is excellent for spinal health, relieving some of the pressure that we feel on our vertebrae, especially in our low back. On the bottom of your next exhale, bring your gaze up to your hands and step or hop your hands, your feet in between your hands. Inhale, halfway up, and exhale, forward fold. Bringing navel to spine, nice strong back. Inhale, arms up overhead, and exhale, hands heart center. And one earbud just keeps popping out here. Alrighty. So feel free to take a drink. Actually, I'm gonna grab a drink super fast. Sorry, I forgot my water. Alrighty, back at the top of our mat. We're going to move through a sunsail B. So nice and secure, mountain pose, nice and tall. Arms by our side. Inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale, swan dive down. Planting the hands and stepping the left foot back. And bringing your left knee down. Checking our right knees over our right ankle. And right hip is back. The left top of the foot should be on the mat with your left. If you feel more comfortable with it tucked, go ahead and tuck it. Otherwise, the top of your foot is down. And inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale, tuck the back foot and bring the right foot to meet the left for down dog. See if you can get more length in this dog. On your exhale, shift forward onto your hands and plank. Bring your knees down to the mat. And keeping your elbows in, we're going to slowly bring our chest to the mat and slide through for cobra. And tucking your toes, pushing back into down dog. And inhale, bring your left foot inside your left hand, dropping the right knee on the mat, top of the right foot flat on the mat. And inhale, chest up, checking those hips, they're square. Your right knee should be over your left ankle. And inhale, arms up. Maybe bring your gaze up to your hands. And exhale, plant your hands, framing your left foot and tucking your toe and meeting your right foot to meet your left. Forward fold. And a big inhale, arms up, overhead. Exhale, hands heart center. All right. Now, I'd like you to step your left foot back, preparing for pyramid pose. So it's maybe 2.5 feet behind you. Your back toes are facing forward, hands on your hips. I'd like you to keep a little micro bend in your right knee and lifting through your side body, chest up. And again, we always want our shoulder blades flat on our back. We're going to inhale and then exhale.
Your volume, yeah, your volume kind of went down a little bit.
You know what? This earbud keeps popping out. Can you hear me better now? Is that better? No?
Little bit.
Let me see. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why the left one just keeps falling out. All right, back into pyramid. So keeping that micro bend in the front leg, hands on your hips. We're going to inhale and then exhale, keeping a flat back, hinging at your hips, coming parallel to the floor. And then on your next exhale, continuing that fold as far down as you get comfortably. Feel free to bring your hands down to your shin or the floor. If you have blocks, you could use blocks to keep your hands on. And then engaging those stomach muscles, bringing navel to spine. Bring your hands back to your hips and inhale, lifting your chest back up. And let's pivot our left foot to the left and then meet our right foot so that we're parallel facing the left. Hands still on the hips and keeping our hips in line with our ankles. We're going to inhale, hinging at the hips. We're going to do wide angle forward fold here and bringing your hands down to the earth for support so you can get your head onto the mat. Feel free to touch your crown. And then inhale, chest up, leaving your hands on the mat. We're going to walk our hands to our right foot, bending our right knee, coming to a lunge on our right side. So it'll look like this. And bringing the left toes up to face the ceiling. You can either be flat on your foot or up on your toes. And inhale, pushing up, coming back to your wide angle forward fold. Walking your hands to the left, bending that left knee, and bringing the right toes up to the ceiling. So we're in a lunge on our left side. And inhale, lift up, bring your hands back to center. Forward fold. Bringing navel to spine, hands back to your hips. Hugging muscle to bone in your thighs. Inhale, bringing that chest back up. And now you want to move your left foot towards the back edge of your mat. And then step that right foot so that we're preparing for pyramid facing the back of your mat. Hands on the hips, with that micro bend in your left knee. We're going to exhale, hinging at your hips so your chest is parallel with the floor. And take a breath here. And then exhale, continuing to bring your chest closer to your thigh, hands on the floor for support. And take another breath here. And inhale, bringing hands to your hips. And then inhale, bringing the chest back up. And then bring your left toes back to face the left. So we're back in our wide angle stance. And bring your right toes to the top of your mat. And then go ahead and step back to the top of your mat. And returning to mountain pose, hands by our sides. We're going to inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Lifting those sit bones, extending through the torso. And exhale, plant the hands and step the left foot back, preparing for warrior one. And inhale if you want to come up to your right thigh to get your balance. Your back toes should be facing about 45 degrees. Your hips should be square to the front of your mat. Your right hip might be pulling forward to make sure those are square to the short edge of your mat. Chest is up. Shoulders should be over hips. Are you not hearing me again?
Yeah, I think your microphone kind of like angles down away from your mouth a little bit.
Is that better?
Yes.
That's better? Okay, very sorry about that. All right, and then inhale our arms up overhead. And then inhale, straightening the front leg, bringing the back heel so that your back foot is parallel with the back of your mat. And then we're going to exhale, opening up warrior two. Making sure your right knee is over your ankle. You should be able to see your big toe and the toe next to it. And really lifting your chest up. Again, shoulder blades should be flat, chest wide open, engaging the triceps to the bone. Inhale, straighten that right leg. And as we lift up with our right arm, tick-tock forward, bring our right hand down next to our right foot, and lifting our left arm up for triangle pose. Stacking the shoulders, reaching that left arm straight up so we have length through our side body. Gaze up. And then your exhale, bring your gaze back down to your foot, bending your right knee, pulling up into warrior two. And let's cartwheel our hands down, framing our right foot, walking your right foot to the wide edge of your mat, and bringing your left knee down for lizard lunge. If this is comfortable for you, you can stay here, or if you want to take it a little bit further, you can come down onto your forearms. So you're finding that nice stretch in the hamstring on your right leg. Inhale back up to your hands, tuck your back toe, and bring your right foot back to meet your left, steer and plank. And let's push into down dog. Inhaling that left foot inside the left hand. And then planting the right foot for warrior one. Inhaling up. Checking those hips. Make sure they're square. The left hip is back. Left knee is over left ankle. Arms up. Warrior one. Chest should be over your hips, not leaning forward. Nice. And then inhale, straighten that left leg. And twisting that back foot to be parallel with the back of your mat. And opening up your arms and bending the front leg for warrior two. Nice strong arms looking over your left fingertips. And on your inhale, straighten the left leg. And as we lift up, forward, and down to triangle on our left side, stacking our shoulders and lifting our right arm up overhead. And inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, framing your foot. And then walking your left foot to the wide edge of your mat, coming down on your right knee, lizard lunge on this side, and then maybe coming down on your forearms. And bringing that foot back to plank and moving through vinyasa, or you can meet me in down dog. Exhale. Nice stretch through this down dog, pushing through those arms, gently rotating the shoulders. Big breath here. And on the exhale, step or walk your feet in between your hands. Inhale halfway, and exhale forward fold. And inhale, arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, hands, heart center. All right. Sorry, my hair's flopping all over. Back to mountain pose. Hands by our sides. Inhale up. And exhale, swan dive down. Forward fold, touching the toes. Inhale, halfway. Really extending the sit bones up, feeling the extension through the hamstrings. Exhale, plant your hands and step back to down dog. And lift the right leg and bring it forward, bringing your left ankle behind your left wrist, right knee by your right wrist for pigeon. And go ahead and settle down, checking your left leg to make sure it's straight and right behind you. It's not angled to the side. And we want to stay with our chest up if it's comfortable here. We want our hips square facing forward, using your fingertips in front of your shin, and then lifting your chest up. Just taking a breath here, trying to relax the muscles in your legs, not tense up. And then planting your hands, tucking your left toes, inhaling your hips up, back into down dog. Feel free to lift your right leg up overhead and come down to meet your left. Stretching through your down dog. Inhale, lifting your left leg, and then bringing the ankle and knee for prep on the left side. So keeping the foot flexed with your left foot. Again, check your right leg, making sure the right leg is straight behind you. Tops of the foot flat on your mat. Feel free to move your left shin so that it's comfortable for your knee. It doesn't have to be parallel with your wrists. And again, we want to keep our chest up, but we want our hips to be square with the front of the mat. And then just try and take a couple of breaths here to relax the muscles. Don't tense them up. Nice. And then plant the hands and then tuck the right toe. Inhale, push back to down dog. And on the inhale, bring your right foot inside your right hand, bringing your left knee down. And bring your chest up. Go ahead and plant your left hand using your right hand. Reach back for your foot and try and bring the heels close to your butt as possible. Feeling a nice quad stretch in the left thigh. And release your foot. Frame your right foot. Bring it back to down dog. And inhale, bringing your left foot inside your left hand and dropping your right knee for Anjalayasana. Lifting up. And then reaching back, grabbing your left foot and bringing that towards your butt for a nice quad stretch on your right side. And you can go ahead and release that foot and then just bring your left leg back to meet your right and sit in Thunderbolt. So I'm wondering if you figured out what our pose is for today. Oh, actually, I just realized I missed a wave here. All right.
We lost you again.
Shoot. I'm so sorry. Is it on?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just saying, I don't know if you figured out what our peak pose of the day is, but we're going to do Hanuman, which is split. So we're going to go ahead. I'll just demonstrate real quickly. We'll go on down dog, pull our right knee in like we're preparing for Anjaneyasana. And then we're going to go ahead and reach our right foot forward using our hands for support. Again, our back leg should be straight behind us. And if you have a block or something to support yourself, if you want to put under your right thigh, feel free to do that or just use your hands for support. And then we'll pull our left knee up and relax, and then we'll do it on our other side. So let's go ahead and get in down dog. And inhale, planting our right foot inside our right hand, dropping our left knee. The top of the left foot flat on the mat. And then just slowly slide the right foot forward until it's comfortable without pulling muscles. It should be painful or sharp, using your hands for support and keeping those hips square to the front of the mat. Right hip should be back. And just take a breath here. And if it's easier for you to come out of it, you can just gently come onto your right thigh, bringing your left leg in front. Shake out your legs. And then move back into down dog. Inhale, planting left foot inside, left hand, dropping the right knee, top of the right foot flat on the mat. And then again, we'll just inch that left foot forward and attempt splits on the left side. Using those hands for support. If you want to block under that left thigh, feel free to do that. And then go ahead and lift up and come on your bum. Swing your right leg around and lie on your back. We'll do a quick windshield wiper, left, right. And bring knees to your chest and just do some gentle circles. The other direction. And then come up to sit. Alrighty. We're going to do half Lord of the Fish poses. So go ahead and take your left foot and bring it on the outside of your right thigh. Your left knee should be forward. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh, making sure both sit bones are firmly on your mat. Lifting your torso so your chest is nice and tall, elongated spine. Bring your right fingertips behind you, support you, lifting your chest up. We're going to inhale, left arm up, and then exhale, twisting to the right, tucking your left elbow to your right knee, palm facing the right as well. And take a breath here. And exhale, release forward, and release the legs, shake them out. And then bring the right ankle underneath the left leg, just outside the left thigh, right knee forward. And grabbing the right ankle, the left ankle next to the right thigh, sitting up nice and tall. Again, feeling those sit bones firmly in your mat. And bringing your left fingertips behind you, lifting your chest nice and tall. Inhale, right arm up, and exhale, twisting to your left, hooking your right elbow to your left knee, and chest to the left. And take 2 breaths here. And exhale, release, facing forward. Shake out the legs and lay down on your back. Let's bring our knees to our chest and then reaching your right hand, grabbing your left foot, and then gently letting your left leg come to the earth. And then using your left hand, grab your right shin and gently pull your right knee to your chest. We'll take 2 breaths here. And release your left foot, bringing both knees to your chest. And then gently reaching with your left hand, grabbing your right foot, and then slowly lowering your right leg to the mat, knee forward, and then right hand to left shin, and then gently pull the left thigh to your chest. And then bring your right knee to your chest, and then the soles of your feet flat on your mat, and bring them to the wide edges of your mat, and arms out to the side in a T, and then gently drop the knees to your right and gaze to your left. And inhale, bring knees up to center, And exhale gently, bringing left knees to your left, or both your knees to your left. Gaze to your right. And take 2 breaths here. And inhale, knees up. And then lay them flat on your mat, shake them out. Preparing for Shavasana. Go ahead and bring your ankles to the wide edges of your mat, letting your feet drop to the sides naturally. Checking your shoulder blades, they should be flat underneath you. If the points are touching your mat, gently lift up your shoulders and open your chest so that your shoulder blades are flat on the mat. And just relaxing, releasing any tension that you might be holding in your forehead, softening your eyes, your cheeks, perhaps your tongue is at the roof of your mouth. Go ahead and release that. And just let the shoulder blades sink into the earth, softening. And bringing your scan down to your hips, melting into the earth underneath you, softening the leg muscles, releasing everything. All tension is left. And just softening the whole body, bringing your breath back to its natural rhythm, and enjoying this quiet peace. Gently bring the awareness back to your body, back to your breath. Start to move your fingers and your toes, rolling out your ankles, your wrists, bringing your feet back together, and extending your arms overhead for a nice full body stretch, pushing through your heels, through your fingertips, and releasing your arms by your side, gently tucking your knees into your chest. And just do a gentle circle. And gently staying in fetal position, roll to your right, using your right arm, support your head. And keeping your eyes closed, using your hands to gently push you back up to seated position. With hands to prayer, heart center. My heart is open to receive the energy of love. I radiate this essence. I walk my path with ease and grace. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me, Zareen. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.
Thank you so much. Unfortunately, my camera is having issues today. It's going in and out.
Sorry, my earbuds seem to be having issues as well.
We're all having technical issues, I guess.
Modern technology at its finest.